That's 890. This is just some feedback on the Year 12 physics exam. It's the one with the dog on the cover. Overall, pretty good. Most people were on target for ALPS. A few people lost marks for, as it says on the front cover of this one, poor detail in definitions, just simply not learning things. Prime one, although this one there, actually the person has got it correct, was defining the torque of a couple. Learn it. And then the other one, which perhaps Mr. Kiddie will kill you for, and this one the person didn't get it right, is what's a vector quantity? Magnitude and direction, never forget. Anyway, back to more important matters, which is question number 10. Question number 10 was worth a total of 12 marks, 10 for physics, 2 for quality of written communication, more of which in a moment. Quite a lot of people threw away marks because they forgot to read the question properly. As you can see there, the bit that's underlined in red says from the moment she jumps until she opens her parachute. So anything in this case beyond the red line is irrelevant to the question. So let's look at how we do it properly. So it's a 6-mark question, minimum of 6 points. Try say something vertically, that's the most important, but something horizontally to cover your 6. So vertically, what happens is, well, you jump out of an aeroplane. As you jump out of the aeroplane, you will, after a split second, start to fall downwards, because gravity will accelerate you downwards at 9.8 meters per second squared. Your initial force, therefore, is just purely due to your weight. But there's no drag, because initially, you're not even moving. Then, of course, gravity starts to kick in and your speed starts to increase, your acceleration starts to increase. As that happens, the drag force increases, and that continues until you get to a point where the drag equals the weight and your acceleration equals 0, or as we call it, terminal velocity. Now, there's 9 points there. Any 5 of them would score me a mark. To get the 6th, horizontally, initial velocity is the same as the aircraft. When you jump out, you're both traveling together. Your horizontal velocity reduces because of air resistance, and there's no other forces acting horizontally. Horizontally is tricky, but everybody should have scored at least 5 there. Into part B, blah, 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 blah. Discuss and explain the different methods that could be used by the skydiver to achieve the highest possible speed. You cannot say that the skydiver suddenly puts on some weight halfway down. So it's all about air resistance. So head first reduces the area. Streamlined clothing, slippery clothing, tight clothes if you like it, arms to the side for a streamlined shape. Anything there that is basically to do with reducing air resistance, and of course any 4 points. Basically any good physics will get you some marks there. The 2 marks remaining come from quality of written communication, which is not about perfect prose, but can you spell? So for example, streamlined, air resistance. If we look back at the first section, can you spell accelerate? Can you spell increase? Can you spell horizontal and vertical? 12 relatively easy marks. Realistically, 10 plus is a good score. Less than 8 is a weak score. Try doing it again.